Greetings, exiles. And finally, the best game ever. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be back in Path of Exile. This time our zero is Paladin, with Smite. Let's make a hero out of him. I think he can bring light to this world. Nice. Wow. Divine Orb in Act 5. No way. But I don't mind. Cool. There's only one version of Smite, so I'm guaranteed to get Smite of Divine Judgment. But I have another plan. That's much better. Because Smite of Divine Judgment only costs 1 Chaos Orb. Since I have a small startup capital, I'll buy a sword. Something like this. That's a good start. My old enemy has been defeated, and that means it's time for the real game. Usually at the beginning of my journey, I talk about my starting atlas and plans. But in this event, we don't have an atlas, and instead we have idols. So at the beginning I can't plan anything and will use the idols I found. And that's June, Ritual, Delirium. A little bit of everything. Honestly, I like the idols because they add an element of randomness at the start of the league. We have a lot more mechanics at the beginning that we can do from time to time instead of rush atlas completion. Good idea, although it has some downsides, but as a feature for this event, idols are perfect. A good item from my favorite mechanic. Here comes the first loot explosion. 1/6 links I will sell. And the other one I'll keep. And some scuffed craft. It's not bad for a start. And a new sword. Perfect. And of course a unique belt. The start of the new event was very lucky for me, although, you know, my luck is always above average. But this time, even I was surprised. At such moments, I start to believe in the streamer client by myself. But we all know there is no streamer client, right? Never mind. I love Ritual. This is what my gear looked like before I switched to red maps. Nothing fancy, just gear with life, resistances, and spell suppression. It's time for the last lab. Now it's time to invest in flasks and quality of life. Probably not the best investment, but my hands love the automatic flasks. Very good. I also need some idols like this. Unfortunately, in the new system without Atlas, progress is very slow and idols like this are must-have. I also added idols with Delirium because it's a simple mechanic. You activate the mirror at the beginning of the map and you get more monsters and potentially more loot. And another tink. Let's get a new helmet now. Life, resistances, and spell suppression. Anoint. Cheap, but it gives us a lot of damage. And a new sword. I need a fractured base for the beginning. And some essences. Elemental damage with attack skills. Not bad. I think I'll stop now. Benchcraft. And some runes. Now we can visit Eater and Exarch and get our first Void Stones. Easy. No problem. And without a good loot. So far the build is really fun. We have pretty high movement speed considering it's only the second day of the event. Damage is pretty good too. It's not broken like a lightning strike of course, but damage is fine. Defense is something I'd like to improve. We need more life, chaos resistance, and armor. And of course 100% chance to suppress spell damage. But for that we need good gear and more currency. Which means more grind and lucky drop. But first I need an idol like this. I need Guardians and Conquerors maps for Uber Elder and Maven. And maybe I'll earn some currency at the same time. Maybe it's money. Worst Watcher's Eye. Nice. And some trades. Now we can buy upgrades. New boots for starters. And a new ring. I think it's time to swap to crit version of this build, and for that I need a new sword. As always, I'll start by buying a base. Fractured fire damage. Next, I need essences. Oh my god. I got it on the first try. This is crazy. A very nice sword. Benchcraft. I'll spend the extra essences on my new armor. Just what I need. Now I need 6 links, but that will come later. Timeless Jewel. At the moment these numbers don't matter to us, because there is no good glorious vanity on the market, so we buy any. The main thing is that it should be with Awana. We are interested in this keystone here. It's a lot of text, but in a nutshell it gives us Overleach and now we are Slayer. Sort of. In the future I plan to replace this timeless jewel with a more suitable one that will give me some strong nodes to further strengthen this build. Now I need a cluster jewel. It is not the most optimal choice, but it is cheap. I can't afford a more expensive one at the moment. Since we have Overleach, these nodes are always active and this is a very big boost to our damage. Well, I think I've made a very good upgrade. And now I have much more damage, although defense still leaves a lot to be desired, but I had a limited budget and I chose damage over defense. Because we have 6 free portals and no free damage. Very good. And some bosses. No good loot. Sag. Well, I think I'm ready for a battle with Maven and Uber Elder. But first, one more upgrade. The last one this time. Surely. New gloves. Harvest Chaos Reforge because it's cheaper than essences. It didn't work. Let's try the essences. I'm having better luck with them. Just what I need. Benchcraft for more damage. And Exalted Slam. Not the worst result. And now Implicits. This is exactly why we love Path of Exile for such complex and comprehensive crafting. But seriously, I've already spent almost 2 divine orbs and still haven't gotten the implicit I need. Finally. But it was worth it because I freed up 5 skill points. And that's huge. That's it for sure now. Valuable loot. Not bad. And the last void stone. Maybe this time it'll be money. That's actually not bad. Now all 4 void stones are mine, and we can think about the strategy of making money, because with the new idols there are a lot of things that I want to try, but for this I need divine orbs. It's just like in real life, it's very difficult without money. What do we have here? Big loot. Nice try, buddy. Now that's a real buyer, not a scammer. I think this should be enough currency to buy the idols I need. But that's a story for my second video. That's all. And it's time to say goodbye. Thank you all for watching and commenting. I appreciate it. Also, I will be very grateful for your likes and subscription. Bye everyone, and see you in the new video.